Greetings from Mississippi. It's my honor and pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to the Library and Information Association of New Zealand conference. I'm sorry I can't be with you in person, but I thought the next best thing to do is send you this video. I hope to be with you next year, but until then, here are a few thoughts that will hopefully set the record straight when it comes to what we are doing in the magazine and magazine media and the book and anything that has to deal with ink on paper or pixels on a screen. We've been facing three major myths in our industry, and I'm trying to, in this short video, to try to separate the reality from the myth and show you really what's going on. The first myth is that print is dead or dying. This is by far the biggest myth that took place 5 years ago. When I started the Magazine Innovation Center in 2009 at the University of Mississippi, the tagline for the center was amplifying the future of print in a digital age. Everybody thought I was going crazy. I was going nuts. That's not true. This is far from truth. All the future is going to be digital and I am just swimming against the current. Well, guess what? 5 years later, 2014, nobody is talking about the death of print. Nobody is talking about print is dying. Even the prophets of doom and gloom are now talking about print is declining, but it will be always with us. So that's one myth that I hope that during the conference, during your meeting, you'll all understand the power and the fact that print is alive, well, and kicking. And not only that, but also that digital entities are discovering print. From allrecipes.com to netaporter.com to style.com to ponder.com, a host of websites that were created only as web entities are now coming to print and showing us the power of print and the power of the printed word. The second myth that's out there is that the tablet is going to be our future. When the iPad was first created in 2009, introduced like worldwide in 2010, everybody put their candle on the tablet. Well, guess what? The tablet ended up being like that very seductive, beautiful young mistress that came and took all our money. We invested so much money in tablets and the tablet future, and now, to the dismay of magazine publishers, to the dismay of newspaper publishers, you name it, it's only less than 4% of the total circulation in the United States of America. One publisher after the other is telling us that the tablet, which was promoted as the light at the end of the tunnel, ended up being the train coming. Now we are saying, well, actually the future is not in the tablet. People still like their magazines. People like the experience of holding the books in their hands. And now we want to start going to mobile technology. We are starting to say, okay, well, the future is in the mobile. It's not actually in the tablet. So, every 4 or 5 years, we are going to have a different story of the future. And that staircase to heaven is showing that there's no end in sight. You keep on climbing and climbing and climbing. By the way, as you are climbing, don't forget to take few printed magazines with you, because they are always going to be with you, and you will have a much better chance of being always connected, being always like reading. Those magazines, those newspapers, those printed books don't need any charging. They are charged for life. They don't need any lag time downloading. They are already downloaded. And when you're done with them, you can give them away, you can hide them, you can put them on a bookshelf. Guess what? They belong to you. They don't belong to the cloud. And the third myth that I really want to talk about is the biggest one of them all. It's the myth that people tell us that we are content providers. If I am a content provider, I'm dead. I have to be an experience maker. In our business of creation, we have the role today, more than any other time, of three important things. There's so much information floating around. I'm not just a content provider, because anybody who can put 140 characters together can be a content provider. We are curators of content. We have to look at everything that's out there, find the best, and put it together. We have to be curator of content. We have to be creators of solutions. There are so many problems, so many questions out there. We have to be the trusted source for those solutions to provide and offer to our audiences, to our customers, to our readers, to our users, to our people who interact with us. And last but not least, we have to be experience makers. If I do not create an experience, a different experience with every different issue of a magazine, with every different issue of a release of a book, with anything I do, today's journalist must be an experience maker. Today's author must be an experience maker. Today's reader must be an experience taker. We are in the business of making experiences. Once you believe that, then the platform becomes irrelevant. That the channel becomes irrelevant because you are seeking an experience, and the experience of holding a book, holding a magazine in your hands, flipping through the pages is completely different than the experience of swiping a page on your mobile phone or on your website or even on your iPad. Keep that in mind. Free yourself from the platform. Be the experience makers, because our future is bright. And when the future is bright, there's hope. There's always hope. Thank you. Enjoy the conference. Have a great time. Bye.